Hi, I'm Sabina Sieghart, a designer with 25 years of industry experience. 8 years ago, I started to explore the visual aspects of text comprehension for easy-to-read users. The concept of easy-to-read involves simplifying language for individuals with so-called cognitive impairments, to whom we refer to as ETR users.
Hi, I'm Bessemans, the founder of Research and Sabina's PhD supervisor. At Hasselt University and PXL in Belgium, our focus lies in studying how typography and type design can enhance the reading experience. Our legibility research underscores the significance of accessible typography and accessible interface design in supporting and improving the reading process.
Hello, I'm Björn Rohles. I'm a media scholar and co-author of this article. The study we present looks at digital design patterns. We wanted to know how design can improve the reading experience for easy-to-read users and empower their independence.
As design researchers, we analyze design patterns, each of which solves a design problem. Take headlines, for instance. They enable readers to skim the text and select paragraphs for closer readings. Headlines are effective because their larger, bolder fonts are processed at a pre-attentive perception level.
Digital design patterns are inherently functional. For instance, clicking on a link might open a modal window containing a text explanation. Most design patterns are well established and familiar, are understood intuitively, or rely on existing mental models. ETR readers are a poorly researched group. We know that they have low retention. They have difficulties in making inferences, for instance when they link pieces of information in a text with previous knowledge, and problems in suppressing irrelevant meanings.
We wanted to know how we can optimize digital interfaces for easy-to-read users and asked, how do they operate digital devices and what limits them? Do they understand and employ digital design patterns? And which patterns might be helpful for them? In a participatory design process with 6 co-researchers, we designed the test material. A PDF on a PC and the same content on a smartphone. And tested it with 20 ETR users with cognitive impairments. Regarding access and limitation, we found 85% did own a smartphone, mostly new models, and had internet access despite a blocked Wi-Fi connection at their institution. 50% had access to PCs, but primarily under the guidance of their caretakers. Only 35% did get support. However, they used standard apps, games and websites, often successfully, and enjoyed their independence. Even more, 35% found no difficulties in smartphone usage, while PC usage presented quite some challenges. 50% were unable to complete tasks, for example, because the PC software froze. In contrast, the operation of digital design patterns on smartphones was mostly successful. All participants were able to zoom, scroll and select links on a smartphone, despite some motoric difficulties. Closing tabs was not always successful and the back-to-top button was only operated by 45%. We explored the familiarity of the menu icon. When presented isolated, only 35% recognized the hamburger icon. The associations were often inaccurate, such as lines to sign. However, when shown in context, 70% said they knew the icon. Nevertheless, many explanations remained incorrect, often related to its top right position, like settings, battery status, or Wi-Fi connection. We also investigated the operation of the hamburger menu. In the test, 90% used it. Also, 70% still could not explain the meaning or functionality of the hamburger icon. We observed several strategies of our participants to overcome barriers in the test and in their daily smartphone usage. They often orientated themselves with visual hints and special memory. For example, they memorized the position in a navigation list and did not need to read the text. Whenever possible, such as in Google search, participants used image-text combinations to find the correct result. Also, reading on smartphones was perceived as easier. Large amounts of text were still frightening. Often they reduced the amounts of text by using the zoom function. They showed creativity to overcome barriers, for example, by combining the functionality of 2 apps.
The higher success rate in the test using the smartphone may also be related to ETR participants being unable to ignore the multiple control bars on a PC. There's less information to read and digest on a smartphone screen, less text due to the smaller screen size, and the control bars disappear as soon as the user scrolls.
Our research indicates that smartphones are widely accessible for ETR users, enabling them self-determined participation. We therefore recommend to design for smartphones. Digital skills are developed through the use of standard applications. This implies that specialized design should be avoided in favor of employing standard digital design patterns. However, the significant reliance on visual cues and the necessity for low cognitive load highlight the pressing need to optimize the visual design of standard digital design patterns.
Our suggestions for how to optimize digital design patterns are: first, reduce the amount of text and apply text reduction tools. Create a clear structure and hierarchy by using the possibilities of typography. Consider spatial arrangement. Text-image combination and typographic text structures will assist in efficient skimming. Provide a second pass of access, for example, enrich content with icons. This is tricky since the cognitive load needs to be kept low at the same time. Think about designs for icon-text combinations and how to use overlays.
Join our journey towards digital inclusivity. Users, designers' expertise, structured thinking, insights into the reading process, knowledge of the hidden dependencies of typography, and their creativity.
We believe design can and will improve the inclusion of ETR users, benefiting many more individuals. We want to close with a quote by Siemens and Lewis. The problems encountered by many people with cognitive disabilities are, broadly, the same usability problems that affect all users. But the impact on people with cognitive disabilities is more severe.
See you at SIGCHI, looking forward to discuss with you.